progression is realize that you're not always where you think you are.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And you had a barrage of releases over the next couple of years, didn't you? As well as Block
Yeah.
Dodger, right up until 2013. But from then up until about 2019, there seems to be no input from Block Dodger production wise. What happened over those few years until well, I know it was until 2019, which we'll come into. But where was the productions happening around this
There's a
time?
very simple answer to that. It's called rave. I was so caught up in the time of being like a DJ on the rave scene, and we were doing these illegal parties every Friday, Saturday, Wednesday if we could, like, and I'm open to talk about it now. It's not something that I'm ashamed of, but like, when you're involved in that culture, what you have to realize is that, there's a reason that people are still up at X time in the morning, loading speakers into vans, blah, blah, blah. It's a very big, a lot of that culture revolves around drug taking.
Mm.
And I feel that during those 7 years, I got really lost as I didn't feel like I was an artist anymore. I did barely felt like a human, like, and I got completely swept up in, like, just I partied too much. I did too much drugs and I drank too much. And that's that, I'm not going to like sugarcoat that or beat around it and pretend it was anything else, and at the time I was like blaming everybody but myself for my failures. But I'm very fortunate that over time and over quite a lot of struggle, I managed to get back on track. And it's very hard to admit to yourself that you've wasted a lot of time, it's very easy for me to look back now and say, well, that was stupid, wasn't it? But at the time, I think a lot of life's progressions is real, is fucking up, right? I value what I have today purely based on the low points of my life, because when you hit rock bottom, it's very sobering thought to think, oh shit, as much as say, well, drum and bass scene is, it's mean to me and everyone's like, but really my success I've had these last few years has purely been down to hard work, going to bed on time, treating drum and bass like it's a job. Because, I realized the people who are around me who were successful, they treated drum and bass like it was their 9 to 5. They got up early in the morning, they wrote down, the day's plans, and they, like you would do if you were at work. And as soon as I realized that my own failure was purely my own fault and accepted that and started being more responsible and treating drum and bass, really as a goal and a passion, well, the proof's in the pudding. The years that didn't go very well for me, I didn't try very hard. And the years that did go really well for me, I'm working my ass off. So it's quite simple logic when I say it out.
Well, I don't think anybody can blame you for that. I mean, obviously, as you said, you make these mistakes to learn, and obviously makes you a better person. And we've all had those blank spots. I myself included had a massive one as well, where I think I missed a lot of opportunity that I could have shined. But for you, what do you think the turning point was of that? What made you say, look, like, draw a line in the sand, let's get serious again, let's jump on it?
I'll tell you what it was, mate. It was meeting my current girlfriend right now. Because as I'm sure people are aware, Beast Jane, the very successful DJ from the Czech Republic, has been my partner now for 2.5 years, which is over the majority of the time since I rebranded as Konquest. And we actually met at Cross Club in Czech Republic in Prague.
Love Cross Club.
Yeah,
love
everybody. Who doesn't, mate? Who doesn't? So yeah, and that was during COVID. And one of my old promoters from Czech Republic, like, just messaged me randomly. I was in Bristol. I just had a tattoo. DJ Bish just gave me a tattoo. And he was like, "Oh, wake up, you ignorant twat. Like, I've been messaging you all night. It's like, I might be able to get you into Prague. Like during COVID, during lockdown." And I was just like, there's no fucking way. I was like, it's in 2 days. He was like, leave it with me. And he got Cross Club to write out this ridiculously long document that would allow me to enter the Czech Republic, because at the time there was only three types of people allowed to enter the Czech Republic, and that was diplomats, sports people, and artists, musical artists. And I was like, there's no fucking way that I'm going to be able to, Anyway, 24 hours later, I received this document through the post, go through all the necessary processes, get on the plane with more fucking documents than a lawyer in a court case, it felt like. And I was the only person in Prague airport. Literally, I was at border control. It was just me, like, going through. I just plonked this massive pile of documents down in front of border control, and he just looks down at the documents and looks back up at me and just shrugs and stamps my passport. And yeah, so I came in and got to Cross Club, and my girlfriend Yaya Beast Jane, she was playing before me. She played a liquid set outside in the daytime, and I just remember seeing her for the first time, and I was just like quite infatuated. And also, I'm coming back to the question. Sorry, I know I'm quite a long-winded way of answering this, but when I first saw her DJ, and I was like, holy shit, like she's so much better than me.
She's an amazing DJ.
Yeah,
Obviously, I've had the pleasure of booking her for my night, and I saw her for the first time at Neuroheads. But she's obviously heavily involved in that Czech Republic scene, and rightly so as well. She's an amazing DJ. Do you bounce off her a lot with the talent that she's got with that as well?
Absolutely.
Does it help you and instigate you?
She made me realize that I need to step my game up, basically, because and obviously, being someone who fancied a girl who's into drum and bass as well, obviously I was like, well, there's only one way I'm going to impress her, and that's being better, being better at what I do with my craft.
So there's a little bit of not rivalry, but there's a little bit of
definitely there's rivalry
there, yeah.
Oh, there's total rivalry between us, but it's a loving rivalry,
Yeah.
It's not like, I'm her biggest fan, obviously, I'll do everything I can, and she does for me, to excel each other. But healthy especially in our relationship, like we're well aware that when one of us gets a certain achievement, the other one's like, right, I'm gonna out-achieve you, but it's all positive, it's not toxic, it's super positive, because when something happens for me, she's my biggest fan, I'm her biggest fan, we push each other. But yeah, it would be completely dishonest for me to say that we don't have a rivalry between us, but that is what excels our relationship as like a kind of DJ couple, is our competitiveness with each other. But also, like I said, we're always there for each other 100%.
What's up, everyone? Leo HF here, the host of Yo DNB Wraps. Thank you for watching our videos. If you like what you're hearing and seeing on the channel, please make sure you're subscribing to it. Please make sure you thumbs up the videos, and more importantly, let's get some comments going as well. It really helps the channel, and in order for us to provide this content to you, we do need the channel to grow. So we can't do this without your help. Hope you enjoy the video. Speak to you soon.